Hello, this is Spidey1958, and welcome to my Let's Play, Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, episode 22. Last time we were going around camp, but we got distracted by going up a level. So let's head over here. Good day, Your Commanderness. Do you remember us? We're the crew from the next door theater, the one you saved in Kennebus, back when you weren't your commanderness yet. As you can see, we're kind on campaign with you. We signed up to clean pots and mend the soldiers' clothes. Keeping up a theater is expensive, so we have to take side jobs. But we don't stop what we're doing. We're going to put on a play about your legendary feats. Of course, the crowd scenes are difficult. We can't find the people to play the hordes of demons, and we decided against using a ritual to summon real demons. Luckily, we have Master Kemp. He invented a way to solve the problem using sound. We caught a pig and some piglets who ran away from a burned-out village. We put the piglets in a box and scared them a little, and they make it just like approaching demon horde. But the most important question is, of course, choosing the lead actor who will play the great Knight Commander. We have a right Barney over it, breaking a number of lances as well as shovel, a rolling pin, and a set of back scratchers. But we just couldn't decide no matter what. Maybe you can help us. We have two candidates that are most suited to the role. One will have the honor of conveying your heroism up on the stage. Commander? To be played by a gnome? Not a gnome. Two gnomes. Rumbledum and Hierophant are twins. One of them sits on the other's shoulder and puts on a long coat so they can play tall characters. They switch places every so often, so each gets their moment of fame. That way, each one of them only have to learn half of the script. A Cyclops actor? He's completely tame. Believe me, has a few issues with articulation, but what a powerful physique. We'll make him a nice costume, wash him up, brush his hair. Truth be told, in our show, you mainly just make short, heroic exclamations at the fateful moment, like, "Onward," or "We'll never give up," or "My heart burns with courage." Lampkin can definitely handle the script. Don't you have any other actors who even vaguely resemble me? We're small and poorly funded theater, and we only have a few actors. But they're all so talented, one of a kind. I've chosen the ones that are best fit for your role. Trust my vision. I am more than a few successful plays under my belt. All right, I made my decision. I will be played by Lampkin the Cyclops. Wonderful! Sorry we took you away from all the important things heroes and commanders do. We're off to rehearsal. First we'll wash some pots, and then we're off to rehearsal. Let's go. You lazy lumps, don't embarrass old grandma now. Okie dokie. This episode's probably going to be lots of reading. Or, if not reading, lots of voice acting. I missed one. I missed two. That's what I want to do. Let's check our journal here. We need to talk to the Army Quartermaster. And we have to ask about the sheep. Okay. If I was an Army Quartermaster, I would be... Commander's tent, chapel tent, field medic. Over here. There you are, you dashing troublemaker, you. Our short acquaintance is coming to an end. Very soon, you will depart on your crusade, where you scrape by on horrible rations, struggling vainly to fall asleep amid snoring soldiers, be rudely awoken by the freezing cold, and then look upon the dour faces of self-righteous prigs before you finally perish in the maw of some demon. I have a journey ahead of me, too. I just rented a sailboat in the south. I also hired an excellent chef and a host of other entertainers. Well, to each their own, I suppose. You know, I am genuinely sad to see you go. If it sounds like mockery, forgive me. I cannot switch off my venom gland on a whim, you see. But you intrigue me. If only we could have spent a little more time together. But, of course, not under these conditions. Let the Crusaders and the demons have each other. With any luck, they'll take this entire sanctimonious spectrum down with them. You know, I would like it if you stayed. You intrigue me, too. Alas, life is full of disappointments. I must reject your offer. In any case, I intend to wait until the army departs. I do love a good send-off, especially when it is I who is staying and someone else who is heading off to meet a dreary, hopeless end. Sometimes it does one good to ruminate on the unfairness of life. Well then, farewell, Commander. I assure I shall be your most precious memory on this most disgusting and exhausting road to the pointless slaughter of battle. Or if not the most precious memory, then at least the most stirring. Okay, so where is... I bet they're over here. 3 cheers to the commander. Now answer my questions. Where are the mail shirts? According to the paperwork, we're supposed to have 50. I personally deposited the money for them in the Armory's treasury. And why is there hardtack in the barrels that were supposed to be filled with corned beef? I demand answers. Your corned beef is in the cooking pots. Turns out it was from last year, needs to be eaten before it spoils, and we're saving the hardtack for now. As for the mail shirts, they're on the troops. That way, that's what they're for, aren't they? Not for me to rest my jacksies on when the lads are letting off to battle soon. I should see if I can adjust the timing on these a little. William Grands, camp's quartermaster, at your service. How may I be a help to you? Show me what you have. Okay, so first of all, let's do our bulk selling. Get rid of a bunch of weight. Increase our money dramatically. And we have all sorts of cold iron weapons. Okay, so Double Jeopardy is a big club. Painful Remorse is a heavy shield. Spiked heavy shield. +2 chainmail. That one might be useful to somebody. Lots of +1 daggers, +1 maces, +1 sickles, +1 cubs, +1 heavy maces, heavy crossbows, light crossbows, great clubs, long spears. Looks like they have lots of magic weapons, including some rare ones. So we're probably going to have to equip people with magic weapons who don't have them, which I think almost everyone does. +1 shields, we can get more of those. Full plate, we can get full plate now. We can get +1 full plate. Okay, so let's get some +1 full plate. Dink. And +1 heavy shield. Dink. And let's go to our Fearless Paladin. So that's 25. If she puts on that, 27. She has a normal shield. So let's give her the +1 shield. That gets her to armor class 28. I think that is a reasonable armor class. So let's see. So this is just adamantium. Which gives me armor damage reduction 2. Lets me keep my... Okay. Now if I want to lose that damage reduction, let's do this. Nope. This would be 7 with a 10% chance to miss due to concealment. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. Oops. And we will have her put that on, which should take her to armor class 29? 28. 28. And we still have the adamantium that we will keep. Okay, weapons. She could use a magic crossbow. She could use a magic crossbow. He's got a magic crossbow. He's got a magic bow. He's got 2 magic weapons. She still doesn't have a magic rapier. And she has a magic weapon. And we need to go back to Dresden about that so we can take care of that. Let's see what else you have here. This is armor. Doesn't have any better shields, it looks like. Antimantium full plate. That's something we'll have to get later. Mithril Chainmail. I think we already have someone with Mithril Chainmail. Okay, so anything here? Ring of Protection +2. Amulet Jousting, Amulet Mighty Fist, Agile Fist, Gold Ring. Definitely want to buy that, which is pretty much going to take our money. So we can sell this. Now we better keep that. Okay. So you have a +1 ring. So we'll replace it for +2. Get you to armor class 29. You have a ring +1, so you're good. We'll give you a ring +1. That'll get you to 27. You're still horrible. Not a lot I can do for you. Okay. And you're good. You don't use your crossbow often enough to worry about that. You almost never use yours. Okay, I think we're good there. So now we can go back to the commander's tent. If I can find it. There it is. Whoops. Need my bear. And I can't talk to her yet because she's still following me around.
In due time.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds. I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation. A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Soziel Bainik. One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomade also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now, but I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons! I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it!
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, her trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
When we met at the Defender's Heart, I never imagined you would make me commander of the new crusade.
Some actions may be deemed bold, or even extreme, and beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it. However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the Wardstones from corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the borders of Mendev. There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
What are you going to do?
Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
My queen, I ask you to remain with us. The Dresden campaign is the hope of the crusade, and the blessing of Iomade that you carry may be decisive in this battle.
Here, a polite attempt to appeal to the conscience of an old sovereign? I don't know if you realize what you're suggesting. If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was with your army, they would immediately send their most vicious demons to attack. They would stop at nothing to be rid of me, and thereby sow chaos across Mendev. But you are right. I shouldn't be sitting it out in the rear. I am a warrior queen, and a queen of warriors. Yet my fighters have forgotten what I look like. Fine. I shall join the crusade, but on my own terms. First, I shall assemble my entourage and lead the parade out of the camp. I shall catch up with you later, along with a few hand-picked bodyguards. We'll change our armor, and I'll become a knight of a minor order and join the troops incognito. Until we approach Dresden, no one should know I am among you. But before we storm the city, I shall show myself to the troops and join the battle. Let it be a surprise for the demons. I hope you won't complain of my company on the road, Commander, since you were the one who insisted upon it. Do you have any other questions?
Did you know that the souls of angels from heaven are confined in the Wardstone?
I had guessed as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual Celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first Wardstone in Kenobris, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts, but my faith in Iomade easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess, after all, not to question her works. Nevertheless, I am pleased that you solved the mystery of the Wardstone in Kenobris, and were able to save this gift of Iomade. It was a deed worthy of a Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
You should know I received an unusual gift in the caves beneath Kenobis. In a vision, I saw the death of an angel named L'Oreal. Somehow he was able to grant me the ability to reveal the light of heaven.
Lariel. I knew him. He disappeared shortly before the world wound grew, and Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel. Even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. The angels left us to go on this special mission. It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young, like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory, and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come again?
The task is clear.
Splendid. Ah, yes. We have one final matter to attend to. It should be rather enjoyable. Count, there you are. You received my instruction?
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, she has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
It is a great honor, I suppose.
What a wonderful gesture. Your Majesty, I imagine our dear Count would have been inconsolable if you hadn't given him the chance to serve the common cause.
I knew you would approve, Commander. I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenobris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the commander may remove you from your post, but I trust that you will dutifully fulfill her orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
Then let's get going. May Iyomade help us.
Go to our chest and put away a few things. I don't think I'm carrying any heads at the moment. Nope, doesn't look like it. So tell me straight, how'd that brawl at Great Garrison end? I heard the rumors, of course. That's kind of my job, you know, to listen. You've no idea what cobblers the Crusaders say about you. Some say that Iomede came to you and appointed you her herald. Others say that you died and an honest-to-God's angel is now leading the army disguised as you. Still others say it was just an explosion of an alchemist lab And I'm the one spreading rumors about your powers. I wish. But you've really changed since the Grey Garrison. It's hard to describe, but you've become kind of... stronger? More dangerous. I have a gut instinct about these things. If I didn't, I'd already be dead. You're dangerous, Commander, and by Desmond I hope you'll be dangerous to our enemies and not to us. Or to yourself. I have to go. Alright, please watch yourself now. And I think at this point we will call it an episode. As always, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give me a like or a comment. And if you disliked the episode, leave me a dislike. It's fine, but please leave a comment saying why you disliked the episode. As always, this is Spidey 1958, and have fun gaming!